Wouldn't it be nice if there was a Bitcoin indicator that told you the Bitcoin cycle peaks and bottoms? Well, with this brand new and free metric, you can have exactly that. Today, we're looking at the new Bitcoin cycle master chart from Look Into Bitcoin and how it can help you to improve your Bitcoin investing and analysis. And pretty much straight away, you can probably see that it's quite an effective new tool that we've created. What this is doing is helping you to try and quickly, easily, accurately identify key areas for the Bitcoin price action. So we can see here immediately over the past few cycles, the Bitcoin price bottom has occurred pretty much exactly on this bottom cycle lows line. And the Bitcoin's price peak has occurred potentially just above or around this overvalued red line. So how did we actually create this Bitcoin cycle master metric? Well, it's collating a number of different on-chain metrics. So it's using a fundamental data-driven actual network utilization approach as opposed to speculation and just arbitrary market cycle metrics. This is actually showing us the actual nitty-gritty, the underlying Bitcoin network in action and the fair valuations and upper and lower valuations of that data. So the two main components of this Bitcoin cycle master metric are the CVDD, which is the cumulative value of days destroyed. Now there's a little more explanation down here, but we can see that the cumulative value of days destroyed is taking the CDD, which is the coin days destroyed, which, as just a quick example, coin days destroyed is looking at the amount of Bitcoin and the amount of time before it was sent from one wallet to another. So if I had one Bitcoin and it was held in my wallet for 10 days before I moved it, then I would have added 10 coin days destroyed to this metric. Whereas if I'd have had 0.1 Bitcoin and held it for 100 days, I'd have added the same amount to this metric. So this gives us a good indication on almost the network velocity, the amount of Bitcoin that are moving around with especially weighted valuations to those that have been holding BTC for a longer period of time. And once we have this CDD ratio, we can actually take that, multiply that value by the USD valuation when it was transferred, and then multiply that by a value of 6 million. So once we've aggregated all of those coin days destroyed, all of the USD denomination valuations at the time of transfer, multiply that by 6 million, we get this cumulative value of days destroyed metric. And as we can see, even though it's an incredibly complicated metric to really wrap your head around, just instantly, very easily and quickly, we can see that it is called the Bitcoin price bottoms pretty accurately for most of Bitcoin's price history. And then for the top price action, we have the terminal price. Now this is looking at a somewhat similar metric actually. It's once again taking the coin days destroyed metric, dividing it by the amount of Bitcoin in circulation at the time of transfer. So for example, if I sent one BTC that I held for 1 day right now, there's currently 19.5 million BTC in circulation. So we could take those values and then we're multiplying all of that aggregated data by a value of 21. Now this is due to the fact that there'll only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. So once we multiply or normalize by a value of 21, we get a really good and accurate metric that actually has predicted every single one of Bitcoin's price action peaks. And then once we collate a number of other on-chain market indicators, we get the Bitcoin cycle master, which doesn't only give you this top and bottoming price action predictions, but also these inner lines, which gives you a potential fair market valuation for BTC, as well as these slightly aggressively valued and potentially slightly undervalued lines as well. And once we've collated all of these metrics, they're operating in unison, they're providing confluence on each one of these valuations, we can see again that it's worked pretty much perfectly throughout all of Bitcoin's price history, calling the most recent Bitcoin price action bottom, again calling the major level of support and resistance we've seen over the previous few months at around the $28,000 level, and provided very accurate rolling levels of support and resistance, again, for multiple years at a time. And if we just look to the current data points that this is giving us, it's currently giving us a fair valuation of BTC around $43,000. And actually, if we look at the price of BTC at the times of each halving over the past few cycles, we can see that Bitcoin was actually fairly close to this fair market valuation at that moment in time. So maybe $40,000 to $43,000 is going to be a key level to watch over the coming months. And it's also predicting a current price peak of about $120,000. But one thing you need to take into consideration is that this value is constantly increasing, and especially in the latter stages of the bull cycle, we'll likely see this upper red line, the topping price of BTC as this model predicts, start to increase exponentially. Also, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to ensure you're receiving all of our content as soon as it's released. And make sure to check out all the resources we've discussed today, as well as the many more that are all available on lookintobitcoin.com, your #1 source for Bitcoin information. So just to summarize, the new Bitcoin cycle master chart collates a number of on-chain metrics, with the largest influences being the CVDD, or cumulative value of days destroyed, and the terminal price metrics, to simplify and accurately outline key price levels for BTC. Forecasting major points of Bitcoin support and resistance through fundamental data has historically worked incredibly well, providing outsized returns to proactive investors that accumulate at cycle lows and take profits at the overvalued areas. And this metric is currently predicting a cycle peak of nearly $120,000 for BTC, but keep in mind that this value is continuously increasing. If you liked this video, then please visit lookintobitcoin.com, where you can also consider becoming a site subscriber to gain access to professional resolution charts, advanced macro and portfolio data tools, in-depth crypto industry reports, live and personalized indicator alerts, private TradingView scripts, and more, all for a fraction of the standard industry price. And let me know what your thoughts are on this new indicator. Are you looking forward to using it? Have you already used it? Where do you think Bitcoin could go in the next few weeks and months? Do you think that the fair valuation of $43,000 is a key level we should be watching? As I said, let me know in the comments down below and on social media. I look forward to reading and replying to all of them. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.